Hey everyone, welcome back to Rosie's Creative Wings, and today I'm coming to you with another mini junk journal that I made. I was actually working on this one when I was working on the first one that I showed, and I'll link that video down below. Similar to this one, so I did two mini journals. This one is my second one, and I did make a little bag for it. I also made a little bag for the first one, which I didn't show, but yeah, made a little bag for it. So the bag is pink so that it can kind of match a little bit with the cover. So this is the journal, and as you can see, the journal does have like little pink flowers. That fabric that I use, really pretty vintage fabric, and so this is just a piece of cotton fabric that I just cut and made it as a used it as a closure. I thought that the green goes really pretty with it. So yeah, so I'm gonna just remove it, and as you can see, it is a really chunky journal because I just go crazy with journals. I need to learn when to stop. So this is what the cover looks like. I left it like that. I didn't add anything to it because I thought that the fabric is really pretty. And so this part here is kind of similar to the first journal that I showed. This is canvas here that I just dyed with black ink and added a few tones of brownish. Also, you can't really see the brownish, but it's really pretty. It has like little hues of brown and black. Then here I added a little trim that I had ordered, and I think it went really well with the cover. And then here I added this really pretty lace. Actually, this lace was white, and so I didn't want to put white there. Then I was thinking maybe I should do like a pink lace, but I didn't want the pink lace either. So what I decided to do is just mix in some colors and try to get a green that is not so bright. And so this was the perfect green. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. So it's kind of like a hunter forest green, and it's a fairly like light tone, but it goes really well with the whole colors of it. So I played around with mixing the greens, and this is the one that I was able to get out of it, which I liked. So I put it there, and I did have to make it longer because, as you can see, some of the journal is sticking out, and I didn't want it to look like too much sticking out, so I put this lace here, which actually makes a really pretty touch with the journal. And so the closure is the same as the first closure, which is just a one hole binding method. The back is similar to the front. Here you could probably see the green a little bit more, but in the middle here, like in the fabric, I actually put one strip, two strip, three strip, and I sewed it together. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, okay, so let's start opening. Let's look at the inside of the journal. Okay, so here I did a pocket just with a lace ribbon here, pink. And this journal here is not a matchy journal. You know, I feel like I'm more of an eclectic style junk journaler. I like a mixture of things. I am still yet to have made a themed, like an all themed junk journal. Hopefully someday I could probably focus and do one. But as of yet, I haven't been able to do one. I really like a whole mixture of things. So far, this is the way I'm doing my journals. So here on the cover, I just added here in the back this beautiful paper that I've been using a lot. in a lot of my projects. And this is the planner little book that I have that has all these really pretty whimsical images, and I cut pieces of it and I make like little folders and tags and things out of it. So I put that there, being that it's black. Had that pretty whimsical image there with that butterfly. And then I made this little card here to fit in there, and so this just has like the background of a cardstock of these wallpaper books that I had purchased in Barnes and Noble a long time ago, and they have tons of really pretty images in there. So I use that as a background. I use a Tim Holtz paper doll, and I just made that. Added some of that beautiful paper, vintage paper that I scanned in. So that's for the front. Then here is some of that Craft of a Consortium paper, which I think went well with the journal. Here is another pocket. This one has mason jars, also from that Crafters Consortium paper pad. Here I made another tag. I feel like most of the tags that are in here, I made them. There's some things that I didn't. Here is some of that beautiful paper that I love to use, that I scanned in. And here again is that planner paper. It has such pretty images. And then here I have a picture, or this is an image that I found in one of my retro magazines of this little boy. And I backed it up with some cardstock. I made like a little frame there. And then I added some of that planner paper in the back. You can journal on the back. Here I have some music paper, some more of that Crafters Consortium pad. Here I made a fabric flip, and these are all fabrics that were gifted to me, and these are all vintage fabrics, really, really pretty. So I just made, you see that little monkey there. I just made a flip. And then here I have another little pocket with that planner paper. I just made these labels. This comes from a little packet of ephemera. It's just a little postcard. And then this one here that I just added some more to a tag with butterflies there. Oh, you also put it on this handmade paper. Here I have another little pocket with a cluster here. So you're going to see throughout that I made a lot of little clusters to add to some of the pockets, just so that they don't look so plain. Here's another little tag. And this tag, as you see, has a little bit of glitter, which I'm not crazy about, but I do want to use these tags. Come from Little Birdie, which I have a ton of. And so I just added this little cup in the front, and some collage little pieces in the back, and a piece of fabric. Here's just some of that parchment paper, and I just stamped here some place to journal on, some more place to journal on. Here I made like a just a piece of fabric there, ruffled fabric, that I just pasted there, glued there. Here's a little tab from the first journal I made, the cover of it. There were some leftover pieces, and I love the way that looks right there. So I just staple that little tab there. Here's another pocket with a little flower here, fabric flower. And this is another little card that I made. Another pocket with that pretty planner paper. Here's more planner paper. See how pretty that paper is? And here are some more tags that I made. This one is Tim Holtz image, some collage, and a tab. That goes in the first pocket. And here I made like a crisscross pocket. And then this is the second tag, the little girl. really pretty. So here's just some coffee dyed paper and the stamp Grateful. And then this is just the flip of one of those vintage checks that I scanned in and I copied it on vellum. Here is a piece of that beautiful wrapping paper that I collect. And I just put a little cluster here. Here's just a stamp and a fabric tab. Some more space to journal on, musical paper, another space to journal on, and I added some of that trim from the cover of the journal. And then here we have another pocket with that beautiful paper that I used in the beginning of the journal from the planner book. Here's another tag that I made. Just having fun with a lot of the little pieces that I don't get to use. So I went crazy doing a lot of tags. This is just a really pretty tissue paper. I don't remember where I got this from. I think I got that in a D-stash. And so I think it went well with the journal. Here's more musical paper. This is some avocado dyed paper that I received in a D-stash, or I think this came in that bundle that I bought from eBay. Here is some canvas that I sewed some little like vines on there. I made a tag on it. You can't see it on the other side because I covered it. Here I put a little bead, a green bead to go with the journal, just with a little the light bulb pins. Here is a copy of that beautiful paper that I scanned. This is on copy paper, so I just made like a little flip there. And then here you have a really pretty cute mushroom. Here you can also journal and just hide it if you want to be discreet. Then here I have a belly band in a triangle and a little cluster, fabric cluster in the middle that I sewed in. And then I have another image here, retro image, that I backed up again with some planner paper, but before that there is cardstock just to make like a frame. This is that beautiful black paper that I dyed. A stamp here, some of that retro paper that I scanned in. Here's more stamps and places to journal on. Journaling here as well. Here's a tiny little pocket, and I have a little cluster right here. And then I have two tiny tags. This is also a little birdie tag. And this is another little tag that I had floating around, so I just put them in there. Here is another pocket with the beautiful planner paper. Here's another little tag that I made with another little birdie tag. You can see some of that glitter sticking out. I try to hide some of it, but I purposely did leave some out because the tags are really pretty. It's just I'm not crazy about too much glitter. Here's some more of that vintage paper that I scanned in. Some more journaling space here. Here's a little image of a mason jar with flowers. And then here I have two little pockets. A little cluster on there, another little cluster on here. And then I made just like a little booklet with another retro image. So they're a couple, and then she has the baby, and then they're a family. And I got that out of, I backed it up with this really cute paper that I like. From that retro magazine that I collect. And here's just another piece of ephemera that I made with some little birdie pieces. Here's some of that dyed paper and a stamp. another little pocket here, another little cluster with the same same fabric that I used for the cover. Here is another tag that I made with that retro image there. There's another pocket here, another little cluster. Here are two more tags. That one and this one here. Combined it with that little birdie tag there. That's a Tim Holtz image. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that before. Some more of that beautiful paper pad from Crafted Consortium. Here I have like a little tab, another little cluster there, and this is another tag that I made. So you see a lot of tags throughout the journal because I did make a few of them. Here's that coffee dyed paper. And then here you have musical paper that I sewed together and made a pocket. And this is the image that's there. Backed it up with some cardstock, made a frame, and you can definitely journal on the back if you need to. And here I added a little applique, gold and white flowers. This is a piece of wrapping paper that I collect. I love these. Looks like watercolor painting. Here's another little tab. This is like faux leather. Another belly band with that planner paper there. And I just made this up as well. Another little tag there. And someone gifted me this and I just made a tag out of it. Another pocket here. Another little tag I made. I added some fabric at the edge. This is one of the little flowers. I have a stamp set of these little flowers which I really like. And then here, I don't know if you can see it because it's dark. I have another little applique there, that flower. Here I have two pockets. And this is another one that I made. Backed that up with some of that Chinese medical journal paper that I ordered. Supposed to look like vintage. I ordered that from eBay. And I just put it in the background. And I just made this little tag. And then this one here I just made out of that paper, handmade paper that looks torn. And then this right here is a piece of fabric. Look how nice and dingy that is. That someone sent me, a friend of mine here on YouTube. She sent me a piece and I like to use those. So here I made two pockets that I sewed in. I just stamped "Be Brave" and two little feathers there. And then here there's another belly band there, that really pretty paper, and I made this other tag. And I love the background of the tag. The little girl, she's holding the flower baskets, and I added this here, and then look at the background, how pretty that paper is. And I just added this fabric, which I stapled on there. Here's another little pocket with another vintage photo there. Here you can put your notes. Here's another piece of wrapping paper. This one's a different one. This one is actually double-sided. Very pretty paper. So we are in the middle. And as you can see, this is what the middle looks like. I did add some charms. So I added a little star there. And most of the charms are green because I just wanted it to match a little bit. So I added that star there with a little heart. And another little bead with another heart there. And so here there is another pocket with that really pretty planner paper. If you notice here, I kind of like messed it up a little bit because when I did the middle, I feel like I went more towards this side than this side, and so I feel like when I'll show you in a little bit as I'm going, some of the pages become short. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this journal. I may probably give it away because I don't know if I can sell it. But anyway, here's a little pocket. Here's another little card that I made. It's double-sided. I just added a butterfly and remain in truth. So you see how it gets shorter. Here's the background of that really pretty wrapping paper. Here's some more journaling space here. I just added a piece of lace there. Here's another journaling space there. I just stamped the butterfly, and then here I have two pockets. And here I just added like a little piece of vellum with that sewn vine pattern that I love. Here's a little tag there that I covered with this pretty girl, and this is a little birdie tag. And here is just a little book that I made. That's the front, and just a little book. I thought it was really cute. I think this was gifted to me by my sis Isabel from Crafting with Isabel. She sent me a lot of pretty ephemera pieces, and this one's just like this, so I just made it into a little book. It is really pretty, and I just decorated the front. Some more stamping there with some feathers. Here's some more of that paper. I scanned it in some transparent paper there. Here's another little like tuck spot here with this trim, and just another little card that I made. Playing around, I had a lot of them. My desk was a mess playing with all these little pieces of ephemera pieces. Here's another little tab, fabric tab. Here is a postcard that I made into something else. So see the pretty little sunflowers. In the inside, I made a little vellum pocket that is printed on. Here is another little tag that I made. And I put it this way so that the little part of the tag could stick out. And then on the top of the tag, I have another little pocket, and I made this one here. Playing with my ephemera pieces from AliExpress. And so it says forgive and go forward. This is just a double-sided cardstock. So it goes back in there, and I have another little pocket here. And then I made this other cute tag with another one of those cute stamps which I sewed in, and just added a piece of fabric in the back. I just stamped there so that they won't be plain with that pretty vine there. Here is another pocket with a musical paper, another applique right here, gold. Here is another pocket, and this is another tag that I made. And I like using like the ephemera on the background of these images like that. I think it goes really well with all the collage. And then here on his tag, I just added this little pink button with a heart because it just sticks out this way. So if you stick it out like that, it looks like it's just a tag part of the book, but it's actually, I'm sorry, it looks like it's a tab, but it's actually a tag that you can pull out. And then this just sticks out from the journal as well. Here's another little pocket. Here is a little cluster. Two small little tags. This one I just put a piece of fabric on there. Where's that little pocket? I lost it. Oh, there it goes. So you see, it won't stay open. I mean, I guess it will stay open if you force it, but here's another little fabric tab, cluster kind of, that nice tight paper. Here is another pocket, like a tuck spot. I put that piece of that beautiful rustic fabric that my friend sent me. And then this tag right here actually came like this. This was I think it was a sweatshirt I bought my daughter, and it was a Winnie the Pooh sweatshirt, and so the tag was so cute, so I kept it. So I didn't do anything to the tag. I just added this little tab in the front, and I left it like that. And then this is the back of the tag, super cute. But I left it just like that. And then this right here is actually my art that I scanned in, and I just made it into a little tuck spot there. This is the other side of that paper. Here is another pocket with that really pretty planner paper. Here's another image that I backed up with some cardstock. I made a little border there for her, and I didn't back this one up with anything. I forgot to do that. Some more journaling space. Here I have a little piece of that fabric that I love with a little flower. Here I stamped them off. This is the back side of that paper. And then here it's a little bag that I just folded into different ways, and I sewed the edges, and then it makes a few pockets. So here in the middle there's a cluster because it was kind of plain, so I added some fabric and some collage, and I sewed it in. And then here there's a tiny little pocket, so I put a tiny little tag in there. That fits really cute in there. And then here I have another pocket, and I made this tag, and I fit that in there. And then there's a larger tag in the back, and this tag was gifted to me by BB, and she made it so that you can journal in the back. And look how pretty it is. And so I used it for this journal, and it goes perfectly with the front too. It has like that black on there. Here is some more journaling space. I stamped that image there. Avocado dyed paper. Here's another little cluster tab there. Some more musical paper. This is the other side of that awesome paper. So pretty. More space to journal with a cluster there. On this side here, there's another tag. That's like a vellum belly band. Here's another tag that I made, and I just added like some lace to it. Yeah, so I feel like with this type of style that I'm doing, I do have to work on making it a bit better so that it opens and flows nicer. Or maybe it is that I just filled it up too much, because that's what I do. But yeah, I gotta work on that, because I really like the style of the method of binding, because it's so easy. But yeah, I gotta try to make it better. But anyway, this is some more musical paper. This is that beautiful paper that I love, that vintage paper that I scanned in. Look how beautiful that is. More journaling space. I just stamped two little whimsical, beautiful butterflies there. More journaling space. A tag here that I just stapled in. Fabric. Here's another side of wrapping paper. Then here I made a belly band. And this is another tag that I made with that beautiful paper that I love. Here's a piece of that Chinese medical vintage ledger that I have. I didn't do anything on the back to that one. Some more space there to journal. Here is a little tuck spot here, and I just put a cluster there. And this is just two little, one card there, just to make sure that everything has something, every little pocket. And then this is just like a vintage copy of like a bill, not a bill, but like a list of expenses and things like that. And then this is just like craft paper, like packaging that I save. You can journal there. There's more space here. Here is like another little slot here where you can put something in there. I made another tag. Here is another faux leather tag that I made there, kind of goldish looking. Here is a little mushroom stamped there. Here is another little pocket of that nice planner paper, and here's another tag that I made. Here is another belly band and another tag that I made. And that little image there is from one of the Temu images, and let me tell you, those images are so pretty, and I really like those little ephemera stickers from Temu. And this, I just backed it up with a double-sided I'm sorry, this is the double-sided cardstock, and I just put that message there, and I just added the heart, which I think went well. Yeah, so these images come from Temu, and they're so bright and pretty. Here is a fabric ruffled piece there. Musical paper. Some more of that beautiful transparent paper that I love. Here is a little cluster of that rustic fabric, a dragonfly, and then here I made a pocket out of that beautiful paper that I love, that I scanned in. And then I just made another tag here, and you see I combined it with that planner paper because the images are so pretty, and it says be kind even on your bad days. And then a second tag that I made. And then this is the last page here, and this is similar to the first page where it has the lace pocket. And then look at the back, it's another piece of that beautiful planner paper, and it says plant kindness, gather joy. And then I kind of did something similar to the front with a little boy, but in this time I put a little girl, and you can see some of that beautiful paper seeping through. Yeah, I love that. And that is the end of my little chunk journal, and that is a chunky one. So as you can see, this right here, I have to figure out a way, because the only reason why I did it this way is because this spine is not as big, or it's not even. It doesn't go even with the cover. It's meant so that it's smaller than the cover. It's a different style. And so when I did this style, I didn't realize that it's a possibility that the pages could break because of the binding, because the string could cut right through the pages and mess up the journal. So I decided to put the fabric like that, which it doesn't bother me. I think it gives it a really pretty touch. I think that if you're doing a vintage or rustic type journal, that goes well with it. But the problem is that here, in order to keep this part down and keep it from moving, you would have to, you know, glue it in a little bit. I mean, I don't think you have to, I guess, if you're binding it, but to me, I wanted to glue a little bit, and I kind of glued too much. If you notice, I glued it too much, so that's why. but I kind of like that rustic kind of feel to it. But yeah, I just gotta work a little bit more on it and make it better. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this journal. I'm gonna think about it a little bit, and whatever I decide, I will let you guys know. So let me just put this back. But I just wanted to show you. You know what? Let me not do this right now. So for the first one that I showed, which is this one here, this is the little bag that I made for the first one. Was this one, and this one was the forest animal. This one was a little bit less chunky. I overdid it with this one. I didn't even realize that. Look at the difference. I just overdid it. Maybe if I didn't overdo it, maybe it would have not have had that problem. But anyway, so I did change the closure because the first closure I had, I actually dyed it and it looked well. But after a while, it kind of looked like it's dirty, which I don't mind rustic and everything, but it kind of looks dirty and I don't like it. I don't like that it kind of looks dirty, so I'll probably use this for something else. So I did change it. And these are like the fabrics that I had for my kits that I was selling. So I just took that one. I thought it went well with the cover, so. But let me just show you something. So you see here, you could see it more with this one. I mean, they're exactly the same when it comes to the front, right? But you notice how the binding, it's smaller than the actual cover. And so, see, I kind of had to do the same thing there. So if I didn't put this, the string would cut through the pages. You can see it here a little bit better because this is a brighter, a lighter color, but that's exactly there. But I think I overdid it with this one, stuffing it up. And then this one, let me see the middle of this one here, the center. So you see, this one worked out a lot better. I love the look of it, but it did it evenly. And then you see, this one functions and the pages go the way they're supposed to go. If you want to see the video where I showed this one, I will link it down below. But then this one, yeah, I think I should have just not filled it so much. So I'll see what I'll do. But yes, my darlings, I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm going to just bind this one right back the way it was. This little chunky monster that I did right here because I just overdo it. And I think it came out so pretty. I like the style of it. But of course, I overdid it. So I'll see what I'll do. That's one, and this one goes in here. And this is the second one. And this one goes in here. So yes, my darlings, that is what I wanted to share with you guys, my second mini journal. I am working on a third one. That one is nothing like these though. That one is totally different. And I feel like it's probably a little bit more cleaner. And what I mean by that, not cleaner, but a more, I think it's a little bit more simple. I decided that I wasn't going to put anything fabric in it and things like that. So that one's going to come soon, but I still have to do the cover for that one, which is totally plain, and I have to think of something that I want to do on it. So yeah. Yes, my darling. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about both of these. I thought about putting them in my Etsy store, but definitely this one I can't do that because it's not fair that I didn't do it the way that I wanted it to come out, so I'm not gonna sell it. But this one I'll possibly sell, but I don't know. We'll see, because I change my mind very easily. But yes, my darlings, I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about either one of them. I hope you guys are doing well. And I'm gonna try to come back with more videos. I know I've been MIA because the holidays are getting close and we're all very busy, but I will come back soon with some things. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you all for stopping by. For any new subscribers that come, thank you so much for joining my channel. And thank you for all of you that always come back to watch and share with me. And I will see you in the next video. Take care and God bless.